Hi guys, this is TabiaSobi. Now recently I made a video about how to use animals from the field to decorate your private quarters or your private suite. But one thing I did not talk about was which animal was my favorite so far from a display standpoint. And the one that I actually liked the most was an animal I ran into by accident while I was exploring the Coral Highlands. Now the animal is called the Grandfather Mantagrell. Seriously, that's what it's called, the Grandfather Mantagrell. No word on what happened to the grandmother Mantagrell, or the father Mantagrell, or Mama Mantagrell, but in this game, I think all you could find is a Grandfather Mantagrell. I mean, that's all I've found so far. And the Grandfather Mantagrell is actually this flying millipede-looking thing. It's like a giant millipede. In fact, it's like a cross between a manta ray and a millipede. That's like the best way I could describe it. And I actually ran into it in this one corner of the Coral Highlands while I was in the middle of doing the Troopers Grimalkin quest. Yeah, it just so happens while I was exploring this one time I got ambushed by the troopers, and at that time I didn't know that that actually triggered the Grimalkin quest in order for them to be your friends. And so after I got to that one point, I ended up going to this one part of the map where one of the Grimalkin trooper leaders was, and he made a request from me as far as helping them out fight these two monsters, like the Chitsi-yaku, I believe, or the Tatsiki monster, as some people apparently have started calling it. And while I was in this one particular little cavern or little space, I noticed that there was this flying creature up above, and when I saw it, of course, I was intrigued. I didn't know if it was a creature that you could attack and carve, or if it was just a normal animal that was part of the ecosystem, like the paratoads and the carrier ants and what have you. So anyway, I'm a pretty curious guy, so I decided, hey, I got my heavy bowgun with me, just one of the perks of using a bowgun once again, and I thought maybe I could shoot it down and see what I can get from it. Yeah, so the first time I just wait for it to fly around, then I shoot it down, and then I tried carving it and nothing was happening, and it looks like it was actually still alive, so I ended up waiting for it to go fly again, and then I shot it down, and then I tried carving it and nothing happened. And so obviously it's not a carvable monster. It also made me feel really terrible. It feels like I just killed some poor little creature's grandpa. I mean, it's called a Grandfather Mantagrell. And I'm one of those guys who feels really bad when I kill like an Aptonoth or a Kelby. In this game, for example, I have a shortage of raw meat because I just couldn't bring myself to kill certain animals, especially like peaceful herbivores like those, Like the times I do hunt them and kill them because I have to for a part or something, I feel really bad. I feel really, really bad. Now, violent herbivores, on the other hand, are a totally different story. Like if I see, I mean, they're not in this game, but if I see a Renoplause or a Bullfango, not only do I have no problems taking them down, I'll go out of my way to actually put the beasts down, because they have ruined so many of my hunts. I can't even imagine. Granted, they've saved me a few times by hitting me just as I was about to get killed by a monster, but most of the time they're just so annoying. But yeah, in this case, the Grandfather Mantagrell, I felt truly bad, and so I figured, well, I just killed it, now what? And fortunately they do spawn back, and this time I did wait for it to come around, took one shot because I knew it won't kill it, then I got my little capture net ready, and just aimed it at the guy, and voila! I actually captured it. I mean, when the information popped out, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I captured this thing. Yeah, and so while you can't use it for your tiny little private quarters, you can use it for your large, bacchanal-friendly private suite. I mean, that's the first thing I think when I get inside that thing. It's like the perfect setup for Caligula. Welcome to my room. Yeah. Turn 180 degrees and walk the other direction is my advice. But yeah, so I have the Grandfather Mantagrell in my private suite garden right now, where it's floating in the sky. You can actually have two if you wanted to. All you need to capture is one. it just looks so nice floating in your garden while you're sitting there and admiring it. So, and yeah, so far, that is my favorite animal for display in Monster Hunter World, the Grandfather Mantagrell. How about you guys? What's your favorite animal in the game to put in your room? Feel free to share your thoughts and comments in the comment section as always. Once again, this is Tabiosobi, and thank you for watching.